Good morning, friends. It's Martha here, coming to you from my kitchen where I've just finished my morning routine. 3 years ago, I couldn't even open my own jar of coffee. Arthritis had turned my hands into these painful stiff claws that made every morning feel like a battle sound familiar. Arthritis can be more than just a pain in your joints. It can steal your independence and rob you of life's simple joys. Gardening, playing with grandchildren, even just buttoning a shirt. All become mountains to climb when your joints are inflamed and aching. But what if I told you there was a simple, delicious solution sitting right in your refrigerator? No expensive medications with side effect lists longer than a holiday shopping receipt. No strange contraptions or painful exercises. Just a natural food you probably already enjoy. Something that could help you reclaim those everyday moments without the constant companion of pain. I discovered this solution by accident, and it changed everything for me. Those morning walks I had given up, am taking them again. The knitting projects I had abandoned. Back in my hands, and the best part. It's as simple as enjoying a delicious, creamy treat that might already be in your shopping cart. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds too good to be true, and I get it. When you've lived with arthritis pain for years, tried countless remedies, and faced disappointment, after disappointment, skepticism becomes your default setting. I was just like you. After my diagnosis, I tried everything the doctors prescribed, plus every suggestion from well-meaning friends and family. Heat packs, cold packs, copper bracelets, expensive supplements. You name it, I tried it. Some helped a little, most didn't help at all. But today I want to share with you the 4 types of yogurt that actually made a difference in my joint health. Yes, yogurt. Something so simple, so accessible, and backed by science. Not all yogurts are created equal, though, and that's what we're going to explore together. This isn't about miracle cures, it's about small, sustainable changes that can help manage inflammation and pain naturally. Let's walk through this journey together, shall we? Greek yogurt. Let me tell you about my first discovery, Greek yogurt. This isn't just any breakfast option, it's a powerful ally for your joints. I remember the morning my neighbor Eleanor came over with a container of Greek yogurt topped with berries. "Try this," she said. "It's helped my arthritis tremendously." I was polite but doubtful. How could something so simple make a difference when expensive medications barely touch my pain? But friends, was I in for a surprise. Within just 2 weeks of enjoying Greek yogurt for breakfast, I noticed my morning stiffness wasn't lasting quite as long. After a month, I could open jars again, not without effort, but without the shooting pain I'd grown accustomed to. What makes Greek yogurt so special? It's packed with nearly double the protein of regular yogurt. This extra protein works wonders for supporting the muscles around your joints. Think of it like adding extra cushioning and support where you need it most. But here's what really got me excited. Greek yogurt also helped me lose 7 pounds without even trying. Those extra pounds had been putting pressure on my knees for years. The protein keeps you feeling full longer, which means less snacking and fewer inflammatory foods finding their way onto your plate. And the probiotics, the amazing benefits of those gut-friendly bacteria. Did you know that much of your body's inflammation actually starts in your gut? It's true. When I learned that, everything started making sense. The probiotics in Greek yogurt help balance your gut bacteria, reducing inflammation throughout your entire body, including those painful joints. Now I need to be clear about something important. Not all Greek yogurt will give you these benefits. When I first started, I grabbed whatever was on sale, and honestly, I didn't notice much difference. That's because I was choosing the wrong kinds. You see, many commercial Greek yogurts are loaded with added sugars and artificial ingredients that can actually increase inflammation. Sugar is one of the worst culprits for triggering inflammatory responses in the body. I learned this the hard way after indulging in those fruit-on-the-bottom varieties for a week and wondering why my knuckles were throbbing again. What you want is plain Greek yogurt with live and active cultures. Check the label, it should say this specifically. These live cultures are the probiotics that make all the difference. Without them, you're just eating thick, tart dairy without the beneficial bacteria. I also discovered that organic options tend to be better as they contain fewer antibiotics and hormones that can potentially interfere with your body's natural inflammatory responses. Yes, they cost a bit more, But when I thought about what I was spending on pain relievers and doctor visits, it put things in perspective. Let me share how I make Greek yogurt work in my daily routine. I buy large containers of plain organic Greek yogurt and divide it into smaller portions. Each morning I add a teaspoon of honey. Local is best for additional anti-inflammatory benefits, and some fresh berries or a sprinkle of walnuts for omega-3s. It's become a morning ritual. I actually look forward to knowing I'm doing something good for my joints with every spoonful. Plain whole milk yogurt. Now here's where my journey took an unexpected turn, one that might surprise you too. After a few months of enjoying Greek yogurt, I attended a workshop on anti-inflammatory foods, where the nutritionist said something that went against everything I thought I knew. Don't fear fat. The right kinds of fat can actually help reduce inflammation. I was shocked. Like many of you, I'd spent years avoiding full-fat dairy products, choosing skim milk and fat-free options because that's what we were all told was healthier. But friends, I'm here to tell you that plain whole milk yogurt might be a hidden treasure for those of us with arthritis. After cautiously introducing whole milk yogurt into my diet, I noticed something remarkable. My joints felt even better than before, especially first thing in the morning. When the stiffness had always been at its worst, there was a new flexibility, a smoothness to my movements that I hadn't experienced in years. What's the magic here? It turns out whole milk yogurt contains conjugated linoleic acid and other healthy fats that support bone health and actually help reduce inflammation. These beneficial fats are completely removed when you opt for non-fat varieties. Mother Nature put them there for a reason. And let me tell you about the satisfaction factor. The creamy richness of whole milk yogurt feels like a decadent treat. It's so satisfying that my cravings for inflammatory sweets practically disappeared. There's something about that creamy texture that soothes not just your taste buds, but your whole body. Can you say comfort food that actually comforts your joints? Even better, researchers have found that the fat in whole milk yogurt helps your body absorb the fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D and K, both critical for bone and joint health. It's like the fat is a delivery service, making sure all those good nutrients actually reach their destination instead of just passing through. But hold on a minute before you dash to the grocery store for any container labeled whole milk yogurt. There are some important things to consider. Just like with Greek yogurt, quality matters tremendously. Many commercial whole milk yogurts are ultra-pasteurized, which destroys some of the beneficial enzymes. Others contain thickeners, stabilizers, and preservatives that can potentially trigger inflammation in sensitive individuals. And again, those added sugars are lurking everywhere, sometimes under sneaky names like evaporated cane juice or fruit concentrates. What you're looking for is plain whole milk yogurt with live and active cultures. That part is non-negotiable. The label should list minimal ingredients, milk and bacterial cultures, perhaps vitamin D. That's it, the simpler the better. I found my perfect match at a local farmer's market where a small dairy sells yogurt made from grass-fed cows. If you can find this type, it's absolutely worth the extra effort. Grass-fed dairy contains higher levels of those beneficial omega-3 fatty acids and conjugated linoleic acid I mentioned earlier. These components work together to reduce the body's inflammatory response. Let me share how I incorporate whole milk yogurt into my routine. While Greek yogurt remains my breakfast staple, I enjoy whole milk yogurt as an afternoon snack or as a base for savory dips and sauces. I love mixing in fresh herbs like dill and parsley with a pinch of salt and black pepper for a vegetable dip that doesn't cause flare-ups like those processed dips full of inflammatory oils. One caution: if you have severe lactose intolerance or a dairy allergy, this option isn't for you. But for most people with arthritis who can tolerate dairy, the benefits of whole milk yogurt can be quite remarkable. And if you're concerned about calories, remember that the satisfying nature of full-fat yogurt often means you'll eat less overall, which balances out in the end. Plant-based yogurt, based yogurt. Friends, not everyone's journey is the same. And I learned this important lesson when my sister Donna came to visit. She wanted to try my yogurt regimen, but her body simply doesn't tolerate dairy well. Her arthritis symptoms actually worsened with cow's milk products, a reminder that we're all wonderfully unique in how our bodies respond to foods. This led me to my next discovery, plant-based yogurts. And let me tell you, these aren't just poor substitutes for the real thing. They're powerful healers in their own right. Donna started with almond yogurt, And within days, she was texting me about how her knee pain had subsided enough that she could climb stairs without wincing. Her success inspired me to try these plant-based options as well. Even though I tolerate dairy just fine, I was amazed to discover that alternating between dairy and plant-based yogurts seemed to provide even more comprehensive relief for my joints. What makes plant-based yogurts so special for arthritis sufferers? For starters, many people have low-grade inflammatory responses to dairy without even realizing it. By switching to plant-based options, you remove this potential trigger, while still getting those crucial probiotics that balance your gut flora and reduce body-wide inflammation. But there's more. Many plant-based yogurts contain additional anti-inflammatory ingredients right in the base. Coconut yogurt, for example, contains medium-chain triglycerides that have been shown to reduce inflammation. Almond yogurt brings vitamin E to the table, a powerful antioxidant that helps combat the oxidative stress that damages joints. And my personal favorite, cashew yogurt, offers a creamy texture along with copper and magnesium minerals essential for joint cartilage maintenance. I was particularly excited to discover flaxseed yogurt, which packs an impressive omega-3 punch. These essential fatty acids are some of the most potent natural anti-inflammatory compounds available, and they're right there in a delicious, creamy package. My morning routine now includes rotating between these different bases for a full spectrum of benefits. Now, I need to be completely honest with you about plant-based yogurts. While they can be wonderful for joint health, navigating the options can feel like walking through a minefield of less than healthy ingredients if you don't know what to look for. Many commercial plant-based yogurts try to compensate for texture and flavor differences by adding excessive amounts of sugar, artificial thickeners like carrageenan, and preservatives that can actually increase inflammation. I learned this lesson the hard way when I grabbed a coconut yogurt without reading the label carefully and ended up with more sugar per serving than a candy bar. The key is being a discerning label reader. Look for unsweetened varieties with minimal ingredients. Ideally, you want to see the plant-based like almonds, coconut cashews, or soy water live cultures, and perhaps a natural thickener like pectin or locust bean gum. That's it. If the ingredient list spans half the container, that's a red flag. Another consideration is protein content. While dairy yogurts naturally contain significant protein, many plant-based options don't. Since protein is important for supporting the tissues around your joints, look for plant yogurts with added protein, or consider adding your own with a sprinkle of hemp seeds or a small spoonful of nut butter mixed in. Cost can also be a factor. Plant-based yogurts typically cost more than dairy options. I've found ways to manage this by watching for sales, and sometimes making my own simple homemade versions can be created with just a few ingredients. And a yogurt starter culture. For those new to plant-based yogurts, the texture and flavor can take some getting used to. They're different from dairy yogurts, not better or worse, just different. I suggest trying several varieties to find what appeals to your palate. Cashew tends to be the creamiest and most neutral, while coconut has a distinctive flavor that pairs wonderfully with tropical fruits. Remember that consistency matters more than perfection. If you find a plant-based yogurt that works for your taste buds, and your budget, incorporating it regularly, even if it's not the perfect formulation, will likely provide more benefit than having none at all. My friends, what a journey we've been on together. We've explored the 4 remarkable yogurts that can help ease arthritis pain and inflammation. Naturally protein-packed Greek yogurt, nurturing whole milk yogurt, and the diverse family of plant-based options like almond coconut and cashew yogurts. Each one brings something special to the table in our quest for more comfortable, mobile joints. What I love most about this approach is its simplicity. You don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle or spend hundreds on special equipment. You don't need to memorize complicated protocols or timing schedules. It's as simple as enjoying a delicious food that's readily available at your local grocery store. The beauty of these yogurts is that they work in harmony with your body's natural healing processes. They're not masking symptoms. They're addressing underlying inflammation through nutrition, and the benefits extend beyond just your joints. Many people report better digestion, improved skin, more energy, and even better mood when they incorporate these probiotic-rich foods regularly. My own experience has been nothing short of transformative. 3 years ago, I couldn't open a jar or button my cardigan without wincing in pain. Today I'm back to gardening, taking my daily walks with neighbors, and even recently took up watercolor painting, something I never thought these hands would allow me to do again, all from adding these simple, delicious yogurts to my daily routine. Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. Some days will be better than others. But with these powerful natural tools in your arsenal, you're giving your body the support it needs to function at its best. And that, my friends, is worth celebrating. Now I want to set realistic expectations. Yogurt isn't a miracle cure, and healing doesn't happen overnight. When I first started this journey, I didn't notice dramatic changes in the first few days. It was subtle, a little less stiffness in the morning, a little more flexibility by afternoon. The big changes came with consistency over weeks and months. Different bodies respond differently too. What worked wonders for me might help you moderately, or you might find that one type of yogurt works better for your unique physiology than another. That's why I've shared all 4 options so you can explore and find your perfect match. Remember that yogurt works best as part of a comprehensive approach to managing arthritis. Stay active with gentle exercise like walking or swimming. Maintain a healthy weight to reduce pressure on your joints. Stay hydrated and get adequate sleep. And of course, always keep your healthcare provider informed about changes to your diet and any supplements you're taking. Start small, perhaps, with just 1 serving of yogurt daily, and observe how your body responds. Keep a simple journal noting your pain levels and mobility. This will help you identify patterns and determine which yogurts work best for your particular situation. Be patient with yourself and with the process. Healing is rarely linear. You'll have good days and challenging days. What matters is the overall trend toward improvement, not any single day's experience. If you found this information helpful, I'd be so grateful if you'd share this video with others who might benefit. Perhaps you have a friend or family member struggling with arthritis pain, or someone exploring natural approaches to inflammation. Your share could be the first step in their healing journey. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical science-backed approaches to natural health and wellness. I share new discoveries and tips every week, and I'd love to have you join our community of health seekers. Leave a comment below sharing your experience with yogurt for arthritis relief or any questions you might have. I read every comment and love connecting with you all. We're in this together, supporting each other toward better health one day at a time. Until next time, this is Martha, wishing you comfortable joints and joyful movement. Remember, small changes can lead to big results. Here's to your health,